You know, Pose. Pose is something else. It really, really is. I've never had a show. I've never been so emotionally affected by a show. Um, Ever really that I can think of. Um, there's been a few episodes in certain shows where I got emotional, or in definitely certain movies. But like, even if Pose is not an emotional episode, it still like takes you through, you know, so much. You know, when they're sad, you're sad. When they're happy, you're happy. When they're mad, you're mad. Like it's a whole thing, and I guess I relate to it because I'm in the community. Um, but my God, my God, we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Super emotional right now. I like legit just got finished crying, y'all. Y'all want to see the? Oh, y'all think I'm tripping? Proof. Emotional, darling. Not the best lighting, but yes, child. Like, I can't hope I don't get emotional in this episode. It just took me out. That last scene with Candy dancing. Oh, child. God. Okay. So the episode began. We're in a ballroom scene. We have Naomi, darling, doing her thing. Maldonado, Naomi, doing her thing. I love her. I love you, Naomi. And she's spinning and dipping, and then we have Silhouette's Wintour. That is Electra's new house, the House of Wintour, and Naomi's a part of House of Ferocity. So, they're doing it, and then they get into the trade category. Child, the boys. We see Shadow, which is Deshaun. Y'all know him and Naomi go way back. They were both in Vogue Evolution, and Deshaun is he's very famous with his hands and in Vogue and all that. I'm not even about to embarrass myself like Miss Candy up on here trying to do them hands, child. Look, I've been working all day. That's about all I can give you. Am I doing it? I don't know. But he's amazing. And so they showed him, but then who came through was this guy named Gravity from the House of Ebony. Gravity punched through, child. Gravity was breakdancing and doing his thing. So, Portel asked the crowd, he was just like, is there anybody else that wants to, showcase their talents, etc.? And, here comes Miss Candy, child. She is one to always want validation and to feel like she has, like, that she can, I guess, win all the categories and that she can be just as good as the rest. And she came in her Madonna get up. Oh, she looked cute. Praytel was just like, girl, why is you here? Praytel was definitely reading her a little bit more harshly than usual. But she just do stuff. She just, she is disruptive and just, y'all know Miss Candy. But there's always a reason. There's always a reason. There's a deeper reason. So, she got Praytel together as she always do. She was just like, Praytel, I'm, doing my thing here, and, you can never congratulate me. You can never, like, say anything nice about me. You're always putting me down. Praytel was just like, there's no need to put you down when you're already at the bottom. Just reads after reads after reads. Um, and actually, she was talking. She was just like, "I am somebody. I am a star. And this is not the last time that you're gonna see me." Just all those words, just really, how everything ended, how this episode ended, and Pray Tell telling her, take a hike and don't come back, and it's just so. Candy, she was very upset. Okay, so the next thing we get to was Judy, the nurse, Sandra Bernhardt, Pray Tell, and Blanca. They, chilling and just chilling and talking. Pray Tell is thinking they're there for another benefit concert, in talks of planning another benefit concert. And they was just like, no, that's not why we're here. Sandra Bernhardt wanted to show Pray Tell Blanca's T-cell counts, and showing that with her taking the AZT medicine that she's doing quite well. And they're trying to get Pray Tell on it. Pray Tell, he wants to take a more holistic approach, which is, some white queens told him that burning some butter, eating a stick of butter a day, you can flush the fat out and get your T cells counts up. I don't know. Just some ridiculous foolishness. And I'm just like, so on top of HIV, you're going to go ahead and get diabetes and everything else too. You're going to have sugar, Pray Tell. I was just like, what is going on? So, he cussed him out, basically saying that he don't want to take none of that stuff, and, just being difficult. Pray Tell is very pig-headed at times and very stubborn, kind of a know-it-all in moments. Okay, so we get to the whole council, and the council consists of Pray Tell and 3 other queens. I was living for the council, child. And they were talking, and they was just like, look, these trophies don't buy themselves. These girls need to fund this whole, how these girls gonna fund the whole thing? Like, what's going on? What's the benefits and things? It was just like, I don't know. They were talking about adding a lip sync category. Pray Tell, and look how big lip sync is now, with drag queens and stuff. And Pray Tell was just strongly against the lip sync. He thought it was whack. He thought it was stupid. He thought it was a bad idea. He was just like, it just doesn't make sense. And it was just like, well, the white queens downtown or uptown, they be dipping it and doing it. And, Pray Tell was just like, no. Then all of a sudden we see Miss Candy looking good. Miss Candy was just like, I need a category where I can shine, where I can be the star. And one of the council members was just like, but sis, you win all the time when it comes to face and stuff. And she was just like, it don't matter. I need a category where I can show all my talents and stuff. Because she's Miss Candy, she kind of has been, I guess, the one kind of looking for her niche, the one that's kind of looking for her thing that she can get props on, besides, I guess, the obvious category of her, being fish and being beautiful and, face and all that kind of stuff, realness. And so, Pray Tell gonna make a comment. He was just like, so should we put a poll in the middle of the room so you can show us the rest of your talents? Just being a smart ass. And Pray Tell was just like, no, that rule is out. And all of a sudden Candy got mad, and she got the butter knife out this ass child. She was gonna sop him up with some butter. And Pray Tell was just like, so you gonna cut me in broad daylight? Candy walked off. Then she started throwing, I don't know what she was throwing at him. She started throwing something at Pray Tell, child. About knocked him out. Then she walked off and said, motherfuckers. I screamed. Candy is hilarious. Ridiculous and hilarious. I was just like, Lord have mercy. So the next scene, we get to another ballroom scene. Pray Tell had on this amazing ensemble. I think I took a picture of it. I was living. Oh, this is Candy's outfit. When she was talking to Pray Tell, I was like, come on, Tiger. The Pray Tell's outfit. I love that. I love that. Um. So yeah. So as soon as it came on, this category was avant-garde and over the top fashions, out of the box fashions, and what they was playing was In Vogue, child. Ooh, my first mistake was I wanted too much time. I had to have it morning, noon, and night. If I would have known then the things that I know now, I might not have lost the time I complain about. Don't waste your time fighting blind mind and heart of despair. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Yeah, yeah. Keep it tight and don't let go. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Hold on to your love. No. The art of playing games now is not the heart you break. Child, y'all know I can go all day. Y'all know the 90s is my era. I was like, y'all know the soundtrack, so we ain't even gonna get on that. So, yeah, so that happened, and then all of a sudden we see Angel. Angel comes to get Blanca. You know, they're enjoying the show. We see Lulu behind the scenes crying. You know, Lulu and Candy is the mother of the House of Ferocity. You know, the mothers, and they came from Electra's house, and everybody came from Electra's house, child. So, she's upset. She said that Candy did not come home last night, and so Lulu was just saying, she was just like, it's hard being a mother because you have to provide and stuff. And she was saying that Candy has been taking clients down there at some, Roach Motel, taking on men or whatever for extra money and doing things. And Lulu told her not to do that or not to go down there. But, Candy is Candy, child. You can't tell Candy nothing. And she was just like, well, Blanca, can you go down there with me? But I'm scared to go. So Blanca went with her. The guy at the front desk was a straight up asshole, probably homophobe, probably racist, just all of the above, just awful, awful, awful. And they was just like, well, can we knock on the door? We might know what room she's in, etc. He was just like, no, and get your ass on up out of here. There's a lot of people come in and out of here, child. And so Blanca left her number and left a picture of Candy. It was just like, hey, just let me know if you see her. He was just like, I might. I was like, oh God. Let me see. So, Blanca, she's getting all the kids up together because they're she's getting ready to hang up flyers and everything, until they look for Candy and find Candy. And Poppy answers the phone, and Blanca gets the phone, and she gets bad news. So then Lulu comes knocking on the door, and then that's when Blanca revealed that Candy is dead. I was just like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. No, Candy. No, no, no. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. Lulu had a fit. She could not take it. Next thing I believe we see is Electra, Blanca, Angel, and Lulu. They all sit down talking. Angel is mad. She's upset because this has happened consistently for the past, couple of weeks. And it's funny, even like in real life, this happens. The murder of black trans women constantly. Like we still see this. And I think they are doing. I was told as to why it happened like this, and apparently this was based off of my boy Jay Solo. He told me that this was based off of Venus Extravaganza from Paris is Burning, his story. So basically Candy, you know, just reenacting it, and you know, so I was just like, okay, I'm loving the references. So I actually have to go back and watch Paris is Burning. I have not seen it in a long time. But yeah, God, I hate she had to go though. So you know, Angel is upset. Electra them was just like, hey, we're gonna be all right, but we got to band together. So Angel's duty was to try to get in touch with Candy's parents and try to get her parents there, which you know was an epic fail. Then we see Judy. Judy's going to talk to one of her homeboys about getting Candy's body to the morgue, getting it from, you know, the morgue or wherever they had it, so that they can give her a proper funeral service, because y'all know how they do the gays and the you know, trans women from, you know, back then, and how they did it. You know, when the season first began, we saw Blanca and Pray Tell, you know, going to view a box to see, you know, if that was, you know, they just throw them like along the landfill. It's crazy. The people with no family who can't have a proper funeral is so sad. And so they did not want that for Candy. So the guy, after some convincing from Judy, ended up giving the paperwork and stuff so that, you know, Candy's body can be released to Electra and Blanca. So let me see. So we get to the whole funeral service. And Angel, Blanca, and Electra arrived first. It was just like, no. Angel was just like, she is not about to go out like my old auntie child. And, you know, they had on this little wig, and it was just like, no, ma'am, this is not going to work. So they ended up fixing her up pretty nice. And, you know, the funeral service began. Of course, the MC of the service was Pray Tell. And Pray Tell, you know, he had some words to say. He was just like, Candy was a mess. But, you know, Candace was always funny. She was a fighter. She pushed through. After he said his words, he got down, and then Candy was just like, I forgive you. You know, her spirit came up out the casket. She was just like, I forgive you. You know, Pray Tell's just sitting there looking, and he didn't know what the hell to do. She was just like, I don't understand. There were so many girls that did not deserve the praise that they got, yet you never had anything positive to say about me ever. He was just like, I guess I just dislike the fact that you represented everything that I was. Being black, you know, being dark skinned, being loud, being feminine, being, you know, all the things that the world tells us is negative. And, you know, the fact that you were unapologetic for all that. And, you know, he says that in a way he was just trying to protect her. I guess just trying to change her. But, I mean, she was who she was. And because she's all those things, she had to be a certain kind of way. You know, because you're tried in all different areas. But, you know, he was just like, you know, they talked a little bit, and, you know, she just forgave him, and just was just like, look, I'm a free bird now. She was like, you know, you do your thing and just live a long life, child. And she kept coming back and forth and talking to certain people when they were grieving over her body. Next it was Angel. Angel got up there. She was upset. You know, Angel has been, she's not doing it now on the show, but she was prostituting for a long time. And Angel, you know, she was upset. She was just like, this could have been me in this predicament. And Candy, she was just like, you know, you are the best one out of all of us. You know, just do you, inspire the people like you're going to be the first trans girl, you know, out there and making moves, and just do your thing and represent for all of us. There was also a scene where Blanca, she was singing a song, and I keep wanting to say Angelica Ross, and Candy was, you know, right beside her humming. It was super sad. Angel ended up running out, and then Lulu was sitting in the corner. Lulu did not. Nobody had seen Lulu the whole time, and Lulu, she was just like, I just don't want to see her like that. I can't do it. Angel ended up walking in there with Lulu. Lulu was real upset. She got there, and she was looking. She was just like, all of a sudden, Lulu flipped, and she was just like, you was a thieving ass bitch, and she was just like, you took my gloves, my hair, my everything. Lulu went back outside to smoke a cigarette. Then all of a sudden, here comes Candy's spirit, talking to Lulu, talking about all them damn crocodile tears, talking about at least you was real, talking about none of those girls had nothing nice to say about me when I was alive. And that is so interesting. We all know Candy was a mess. So a lot of the treatment it was like obvious, like, sis, of course, you do this to people or say this to people, what kind of reaction you think you're going to get? But that just really showed me how still to this day so many of us get our flowers at death, or I guess after death, versus alive. So many of us, or just, or celebrities or whomever, gets treated awful when they're alive, or just not respected at all. Then all of a sudden when they die, now we love them, now we miss them, now we realize all what they did for the world, etc., etc. And I'm just like, a perfect example of that is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was put through hell the last 10 plus years of his life due to the public. But it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so true. So true. Candy's parents ended up coming. They got some good people to play her parents. They actually look like her, like for real. Her parents ended up coming. And, Blanca, she greeted them. She was just like, oh, hi. How are you? It was just like, oh, you're Candy's parents. And the mom was just like, who the hell is Candy? My son this, my son that. I was like, oh, hell, here we go. That's why her ass ran away in the first place. And the dad, he was a little bit more nice. Blanca was just like, well, you can come in and view the body over here. It was walking down that child. It was drag queens and transgenders and gay boys everywhere and lesbianics and all kinds of stuff. They know lions, tigers, and bears. Them parents didn't know what to do, child. And they walked down the aisle, and of course here comes Candy again. She spoke to her mom, said that you never wanted to accept the fact that this is who I am. And the mom was just like, it was so difficult, she thought she was going through a phase. It was just like, no, this is me. And the mom was just like, I'm sorry and all that. And she did the same thing with the daddy. The daddy says, and I don't know what I'm going to do without you. And it's just super sad. And it's just like, just accept your kids, no matter who they are. Just accept your kids and walk with them through that. Continue to guide them, continue to assist them, continue to be there for them. Continue to just make sure that they become a good person. That's the main thing, regardless of what their sexual orientation is. That is only a small part of a person. I promise you. That you can be a good person or a bad person, whether you're straight, gay, trans, lesbian, non-binary, and any other word they want to add. So just accept and love your kid. Let me see. So to end, they ended up rolling Candy's body out. The doors open. And they ended up rolling Candy's body onto the ballroom floor. Child, and then what started playing was Stephanie Mills. I never knew love like this before. I was done. And Candy looked so pretty. And that's, it just got me emotional because that's all that she. It's kind of sad in a way that she just wanted validation and she just wanted to be seen and wanted to feel important. And she finally felt important, but it's like she had to pass away to get there. And so, I kind of know that feeling, at times. I mean, fuck the people at my job now, but I've kind of had that feeling at one point in my life. And I'm sure I probably will again at some point, child. But it's just so sad, we should give people we should give people flowers while they're here on earth versus when they pass away. Yeah. So it was just really sad. Just seeing it. And that's all she wanted was just love from, her community and stuff. And maybe that's why she was so upset and mad, a lot of times, because she saw kind of the treatment. And even in the LGBT community, there's division, as we see. We're still people, so we still go by a lot of the same rules that straight people go by, because we're just all people, regardless of whatever. And everything came from, as far as, because I remember Lulu, she made a comment in the episode when Candy was talking to her spirit, saying that Lulu said you resented me for being light skinned and thick, and it's that whole thing that was instilled in us as people of color, that whatever that's closest to white is better or prettier, smarter, all that stuff. So, Candy definitely was a fighter. And I know that this is a fictional show and situation, but it was just really, she finally got what she wanted. And, she finally will show love, and all eyes was on her, and she just she felt important. And that was beautiful. Now, I don't know why Angelica Ross is no longer on the show. I think that her character is needed on the show. She was mean as hell. She was ridiculous. She was delusional. She was all that stuff, but she is so funny, and she is so needed. And we all know somebody like Candy, and I don't know. I don't know what else Angelica Ross is doing. I'm assuming that she got some big project lined up that conflicted with her being on Pose, maybe. So maybe that's why she can't do both or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna see. I done tweeted her ass. She ain't tweeted back, but we gonna see. But with that said, that was the episode, y'all. Next week is gonna be more Ricky. We saw Ricky a few times in here, but it's gonna be a little bit more Ricky, and Ricky's gonna learn how to vogue, child, like me and Candy. Maybe better. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at this Keys World on Instagram and Twitter. At this Keys World 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. I feel stupid saying this after this. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.